Is there other uses of the logo editor? So, for example, instead of putting on a tattoo or a design on a character, could you maybe make it put on a sign, or maybe like a ring apron, maybe?
Yeah, those are all great ideas. Just for Smackdown Raw 2010, it's only for your created character. We'll start to explore that possibly in the future, what else you can do with that paint tool, whether it's the logos you want for your own show or whatever it is. We listen to the message boards. We know what they want. So eventually you can imagine maybe we'll start to get some of that stuff in there.
Also, in one of the screenshots that was released had a mention of a career mode. Is that making a return from last year? And if it is, the attributes, is that problem been fixed?
The attribute problem has definitely been addressed. Basically, you earn attributes anywhere you're playing the game. That's Exhibition, that is Road to WrestleMania, that's Career Mode, online, wherever it is, you're earning attributes. So anytime you're playing with your created character, you're going to get boosts for that. And we give you amount of attributes based on what kind of things you're doing in the ring, determine what kind of attributes you can boost up, as well as whether you win or lost, and style bonuses, those kind of things, determine how many attributes points you get. But we made the system ramp up pretty quick, so it doesn't take 100 matches for you to build up your character. It actually built up pretty quick. Like I said, you can do anywhere online, anywhere, so there's no problem with that. Also, we wanted to make sure that you didn't have to play as a character. So let's say you wanted to throw 6 of your created superstars in a ring in a Royal Rumble or something like that. All 6 will build up at the same time. You'll get a little bit more bonuses for playing as a guy, but we didn't want to have you not build up that character's attributes just because you weren't playing as him.
Does it still keep track in the back end of all the stats that the character does? For example, how many grapples or how many weapon shots and how many victories they have per character?
Yeah, we don't really keep stats per se as far as win loss or anything like that, but we do track your progress as far as attributes and how your character's building up, and based on your progress in the match, how many reversals you're doing, submissions, those kind of things. We track that stuff, and we'll reward you with attributes based on what style of play you're doing.
Obviously, the big focus this year is on the customization. Now, for the individual match types, have they been revisited and improved and enhanced in some way?
The only thing I can say about it, because we're not allowed to reveal it just yet, is that there have definitely been some key match types that have been improved. A little bit later on in the campaign, as we start to get closer to launch, we're going to announce those and reveal those and explain a little bit more what's been done. But as you kind of know, each year we always want to improve match types that maybe have been neglected for a couple years, or are very popular match types that we'd love to do a little overhaul or some improvement. So fans can definitely expect that. We kind of do that every year, and this year is no different. We'll have those.
Where do you see the future of the franchise for SmackDown versus Raw? What do you think is the next big step in the evolution for the game, besides customization?
Right. There's a lot of things. They won't let me discuss too much about it because they don't want me to reveal what we have for future plans. But there are a lot of the obvious things that fans know, and they'll be coming. We're doing a lot to our engine to overhaul the engine and improve it, to get the quality up there, whether it's animation, whether it's gameplay styles. You can expect that we're always looking to do that. I'm not saying anything specific that we're doing, but that's something we know that we want to improve each year, and it's something we're going to focus on. But one of the big things that we're talking about is user-generated content is huge, and community involvement is huge. And those two general themes are things that are going to continue to exist. We're not going to abandon that. We think that's actually the future of gaming, not just for wrestling, but any game out there, is letting the user create and customize their experience and be able to share that. That's only going to leverage the fans to go ahead and want to create content. And also, me as a fan, maybe I'm not really good at creating these stories, but so-and-so is awesome at it. I can just go online and download his best stories, and I can continue to play and enjoy myself and not feel like, well, I played all 6 Road to WrestleMania stories. I'm kind of done now. There's no more stories to play. You can always go online, download new characters, that kind of stuff. There's always someone better than me that creates a better creative superstar or story or entrance or whatever it is.
One of the big complaints about last year's was the prevalence of online cheaters. Has that been addressed this year? Well, I mean, obviously you can't give too much about the online, but has that been addressed somewhat?
Yeah, absolutely. We read a couple message boards that listed the online cheats. I know Gaming Ring had a list. I know IGN has some lists in the past. We look at all that stuff. We really do. I know the fans are always like, they don't really listen to it. We really do. And so if fans want to post, hey, these are the online cheats that are being exploited, we're definitely going to red flag that, take a look at that, and address those. So that should answer your question. We've definitely seen those lists. We definitely tried to take many steps to improve that. It'll never be 100% perfect, but we're going to try to be better and better each year because we want that online experience to be fun, to be fair, and people to enjoy the online community in general.
And finally, any last words to the Gamer Training audience?
WWE Smackdown vs. Raw 2010, it's going to have a great feature sets. We listen to you guys, we know what you want, and we're going to continue to implement that each year. These creation tools are tailor-made for you guys to express yourselves, so we really want you to go out there and create cool content to share with the rest of the community, some great stories. I'm really looking forward to the stories you guys are going to create and to play those stories, as well as all the creation items. So I'm really more excited about what the fans are going to do this year, content-wise, than I have been in any year. I really think that the fans are, the best at creating this stuff, and I just can't wait to see it.
Cory, it's been a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.